Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means an awful lot to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today I wanted to do the 7 luxury items for travel that are worth the money. So we could argue that these items could be bought in the non-luxury landscape. You could just buy generic versions of these and they would work just as well. This is absolutely and completely true. I understand that implicitly. I have just done a video around my Amazon travel finds that I love. If that video goes up first, which I think it will, I'll link it down below for you. And so you can absolutely just buy stuff from Amazon or anywhere in this variety of what I'm going to talk about, and it will work just as well. But if you want to invest in these pieces, these are the pieces that I think are ones that are worth investing in, that will do you many, many trips that you will use over and over and over again, that the luxury price tag might actually be worth it to you. Just to you, not to everybody, but to you. So if you love luxury, if you love luxury houses or brands, and you travel a lot, then these items most certainly are ones that you can invest in and you're actually going to get your money's worth out of them. So I've chosen 7. So let's take a look at them. So the very first one is a beautiful cashmere scarf. So this one's from Hermes and it's in pink. I have many scarves. This is one of my favorites because of the color. I would be careful with this when traveling. Most of the time I'll choose like a black one or a navy blue just because I don't have to worry about it. And these are great on planes if you are traveling maybe domestically and you're not going to get a blanket. I always find planes cold. I don't know why, I always find them cold. Other people will say they always find them hot. I'm always cold on a plane. So if you're doing long haul flights, then you might have the option to get changed into something warm, or they might give you a blanket, which is obviously helpful. But if they're short flights and you know you're going to get cold, then a really beautiful cashmere scarf that is going to be warm but still lightweight is a really good investment, and it just becomes your travel scarf. So pick one in a color that's going to work for you, that is a neutral for your wardrobe, in a color that's not going to concern you if it gets a little bit grubby. So yes, maybe this isn't the best one I could have picked out, but it's warm and lightweight, which is why it drew me in. And I would travel with this. I wouldn't have any issues with it because I'll just get it dry cleaned if it gets a bit grotty. But choose a scarf that you love, that suits your wardrobe, that's going to go with whatever travel outfit you're deciding to wear at any time, and that just becomes your travel scarf and it will keep you warm. And if it's a big scarf, get a really big one. It will almost double as a blanket. So I think that scarves are well worth the investment if you've got a specific purpose. If you travel a lot, then absolutely it's worth it. Just have a travel scarf that you take with you all the time. In the same vein, a really good travel jacket is also great. So this is mine. This is my Burberry coat. This is not a trench, it's just a coat. It comes probably just like to my backside. I bought this in New York. I was 26, I want to say, and I am now 42, and this is the same one. I bought this from Saks on 5th Avenue. I bought it on sale. It was, I think at the time, maybe, on sale, I think I got it for about $400. Like, and at the time that was a lot of money for me. But I paid about $400 for it. It is this Burberry lightweight quilted fabric. So this has got some kind of thermo technology. When you hop on the Burberry site, they still absolutely sell these. Mine has press studs. They now do them with buttons, but they definitely still sell these. This is so lightweight. I am taking this on my trip with me. It is so lightweight. It is warm and it is waterproof. So I have worn this in snow in the middle of winter in Washington DC, in the middle of a snowstorm. I have worn it in New York when it has been snowing. I have worn this. This has gone on pretty much every trip I have ever taken where it might get a little bit cool. Now I am going to Europe, and it's going to be the beginning of autumn, but I am aware that it could get cool at night, so this is a great option. I am taking it with me. So I don't take a trench, I take this instead, and after, I don't know, how many years are we talking? I'm 26, 15, 16 years, this is still in great condition. I do have pulled threads, I don't care, I use this. And I love this because it has the pockets that are just open, and I can shove my phone in there. If I'm wearing gloves, because it's particularly cold and I take my gloves off when I go inside, I shove them in the pockets so I know where they are. Same with a beanie. But this, so worth the money, and Burberry still make these. Burberry make amazing coats. This one, seriously, if you're looking at any coat and you travel on a regular basis, do not do a trench, do this style, because it will keep you warm when you need to be warm, but this technology that they have means that if it's not quite that cold, it will still adapt to that. So I wear this in all kinds of weather. As soon as it gets a little bit chilly, I can wear this all the way through to snow. So have a look at that. I think the Burberry coats are well worth it, and mine's still going strong after all these years. So in terms of cost per wear, way down there. So that's my second piece. My third piece, which might be well worth it to a luxury lover to invest in, is a passport holder. Of course, a passport holder. Most luxury houses do a passport holder. Mine is from Louis Vuitton. It is 20 plus years old. They do not do this style anymore, which is devastating because this is a fantastic travel passport holder. So for starters, it zips up, which I love. So when I got my family, their ones, theirs don't zip up, so you can just lose your passport. So you can see my passport's in there. But I also have a pen. So at the time, Louis Vuitton sold these teeny tiny little pens, and I don't think they do the pens anymore, but mine fits in there. So when I need to fill out forms, I always have a pen on hand. So that's cool. Plus I've got all these slots up here for cards. I've got slots at the back. If it's just my husband and I traveling overseas, then I can put his passport in here too. And it's just easy to keep both passports in one holder. But I love this passport holder, and it has absolutely gone the distance, obviously, because I've had it for 20 plus years. So yes, a passport holder is something you can invest in, that you will use, that you will use time and time again. And it's just a little bit of luxury, so why not? So I think a passport holder is worth the investment. In addition to that, packing cubes. Now, yes, you can buy packing cubes from Amazon. I have. They do compression ones, which makes life so much easier. But for packing your on-board case, or those of you who might be much better packers than me and can do just carry-on luggage, blows my mind, you people. I don't know how you do it, but yay you. Then luxury ones are certainly an option. I love the Louis Vuitton ones. They come in 3 great sizes, although I feel like the GM size is being phased out. And these are a great way to organize your on-board luggage. Would I use them in my checked luggage? Yes. And I have, and I would again. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. If I worried about that, then I'd just spend my life in a state of worry. So I just go with it. And if I lose my luggage or if it gets stolen, then there are other things that I'm probably more concerned about than my packing cubes at that point. So yes, I would, but for you, you might just be willing to use them and keep them with you. Therefore, you're only going to use them on the luggage that you're traveling with on the plane. Or maybe you're not even going on a plane, you're going in a car, and you can, it's a driving holiday, and yes, packing cubes, luxury packing cubes. These are also great in your handbag for organization while you travel, if you're taking big tote bags. So I strongly recommend the packing cubes. Hermes does great packing cubes as well, and they're silk, so they're much more pliable than the canvas, but I think packing cubes are a great investment if you're after a luxury version of things. The next must-have, it's a must-have for me when I travel, is a Chanel walk. Does it have to be a Chanel wok? No, it can be any wok you like. For me, the Chanel wok is superior. I don't know why. It irks me that it is, because it's Chanel, so therefore it's way more expensive than it should be. But for me, a Chanel wok is an essential when I travel. I pack it like a wallet on my actual travel days, and that way I can wear it crossbody in the airport and keep my phone and my money and my cards close to me. And then as I'm about to board the plane, I just throw it in my tote bag, which then becomes my handbag, and I've got my piece of carry-on luggage. So I'm still only carrying on 2 pieces of whatever I'm allowed. But then when you get to your destination, it's a clutch, it's a crossbody, it's a great bag. I never travel without a wok. I think woks are the best travel bags you can have, simply because they will do you through a few different situations, like evening wear. They'll do you through day for getting around and sightseeing. They carry your essentials, and you can keep them secure enough to you that pickpockets will be deterred by them. So you always keep everything underneath. If you're wearing a jacket, then you put the wok on underneath the jacket. You can hide them, you can hold them, like there are options available to you. So I think woks are well worth investing in for travel, and a luxury one is, you know, a little bit extra, a little bit bougie, but you will definitely get use out of it. The next thing is a good crossbody bag that's going to hold a few things. So I pulled out my multi-pochette from Louis Vuitton. This is not an advertisement for Louis Vuitton, but I am aware that pretty much everything I chose in terms of bags and leather goods is actually Louis Vuitton. Sorry. So I pulled out my multi-pochette. I do love to travel with my multi-pochette because it is 2 bags and 2 different chains, so I can wear this a few different ways. I can wear just one, I can wear just the other, I can wear them together. They hold a fair amount while I'm walking around, and it's comfortable. It can be crossbody, it can be shoulder. So a good crossbody or bag that you can wear a few different ways is always great for that. You could do a Fendi mini baguette if you wanted to, because they go crossbody. Really any crossbody. I love my Louis Vuitton Bloomsbury as well, and my upcoming trip will be the first trip I haven't traveled with it in as long as I can remember, but I just don't need something that size for this trip, and it's quite big. But a multi-pochette is a great option, but you will always get a lot of use out of a canvas style bag that can be used in several different ways that holds a decent amount. You just will. And a crossbody bag on holidays for me is an absolute essential. I don't when I'm on holidays, I'm generally going places, doing things, seeing stuff. I'm on the go. It's not about how I look, it's about it has to be functional. And for me, the most functional bag is a crossbody bag, because I'm then hands-free. So that's just me. Other people feel very differently about that, but I really feel like a bag that can be worn a few different ways and holds a decent amount is an essential when you travel. And if you want a luxury one, then I think that you should have it. I think you should have it. You can all go tell your partners that. And the last one is a tote bag. And yes, I know I chose a Louis Vuitton one again. Sorry, I'm filming a few different videos today and a lot of my Louis Vuitton stuff is out. For me, a Neverfull GM is always a go-to when I travel. I have just bought the Foray Lepage Battle Tote. I have concerns about its capacity, but we'll see how that goes. At this point, I don't even know if my organizer is going to arrive in time. I have traveled with my carry-all from Louis Vuitton before. My on-the-go from Louis Vuitton, and that was far too heavy for me, so I won't do that again. The Neverfull for me so far is the perfect tote for travel. I am open to other suggestions of this size, but yeah, at the moment this is what I've got. So I believe a tote is an essential when you travel. So when you get on a plane, generally speaking, you get possibly checked baggage depending on where you're going, a carry-on suitcase. In Australia, your carry-on suitcase cannot be more than 7 kilos. I know that differs in other parts of the world. And you generally get a handbag. This is my handbag. I don't care what anybody says. They can't argue the toss with me. This is my handbag. It fits under the seat in front of me and it fits an awful lot. So if you are just a carry-on luggage kind of person, then you need a massive, massive tote because you want as much space as humanly possible. I know some people really like backpacks. I don't. I hate backpacks. I also worry about them being secure while they are on my back. So, and I don't like carrying them on my front. So I prefer a tote, and I think the bigger the tote, the better. As long as it fits under the seat in front of you, you can get away with it and say it's your handbag. So I love my Louis Vuitton GM, but there are other options out there. But I really do think a luxury tote is a good investment for travel. So they're the 7 pieces that I think are worth investing the money in a luxury version of it if you like to travel. That's not to say I don't have other luxury things that I travel with, but whether or not I felt it was worth it was what it came down to. So things like luxury toiletry pouches and beauty pouches, I don't think there's worth in that unless you see worth in that. I do, but I didn't think that most people would. But these pieces, I feel like the majority of people will see the worth in putting the money into that luxury item to then travel with on a regular basis. If you travel like once every 10 years, then none of this is really worth it. But if you are a regular traveler, then these things I think are where you should put your money if you're going to put any money into luxury items. A really good coat, I love my Burberry one. A really warm scarf that will become your travel scarf that will keep you warm on flights if you get cold. You want a really good tote, a luxury tote that holds an awful lot. Packing cubes, which are not the most expensive thing in the world at luxury houses, but give you just, you know, it's just nice to have your things in a packing cube from Louis Vuitton or Hermes or wherever you choose to buy them from. A passport holder, which you will always use. A wok and a crossbody bag. These are things that I think are really, really worth it. Tell me what you think. What's your luxury travel essential? Is there anything I've missed that you think, no, Meredith, you must also have? Please let me know in the comments down below. But those are the 7 I think are worth it. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos, which is usually 3 times a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can come follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.